Hello everyone, welcome back to the next episode. Jungkook went to sleep in his room after the long talk with Jin. Next morning, the morning baby Jin started over the kitchen to Namjoon, who walked into the living room after from the bedroom. Good morning, Namjoon replied, walking into the kitchen as he heard Jin from there. Baby, what are you doing in the kitchen? Jungkook asked, looking at Jin surprisingly. Drinking some water, Jin mumbled, showing the water glass in his hand. Oh, Namjoon nodded as he put the glass in the sink and walked to him. Jin walked to Namjoon and wrapped his arm around him, bringing Namjoon near to his body. You look hot, baby, Jin mumbled, kissing him on his lips. Namjoon pulled his lover closer and started kissing Jin with equal force. Namjoon was the first one to bring his tongue into action, followed by his love. Soon the kiss turned into a makeout, leaving both of them letting the breathe. That was hot, Jin mumbled, leaning forward to kiss him again. That's enough. I am hungry. Move. Namjoon said, pushing Jin away and walking to the table. Jin pouted, earning a glance and pick on his lips by Namjoon. Soon both of them settled at the table with their cook serving them breakfast. Moving dad. Morning, Dad. Hey, Ma. Jungkook walked into the kitchen. Hi, cook. Come join us. Namjoon gestured Jungkook to sit on the other side of the table, facing both Jin and Namjoon, who sat side by side. After some minutes of eating in silence, Jungkook decided to break the silence. Dad, what it is, son? Namjoon asked, knowing Jungkook wanted to talk something by the look on him. Namjoon stopped eating, put his spoon on the plate, giving all attention to Jungkook. I tried to kill his students. Grandma's uni. Jungkook blurted out, making Jin cheer on his foot. Jin knew Jungkook was going to talk to Namjoon about the fight and his boyfriend, but Jin never expected Kook to blurt out like that without any explanation what happened earlier. That's when Jin realized whatever Jungkook is to this world, he is still kid in front of his dad. Hey Jin, are you okay? Namjoon patted his back, giving him water to drink. I'm fine, thank you, Jin mumbled, taking a water glass from him. Wait, last night Jin wanted to talk to you about this, Namjoon asked with a frown, turning towards Jungkook. Yeah, Jungkook said, making Namjoon shake his head in disappointment. This is not what I am expecting from you, Jungkook. This is not how you roll, Namjoon said in a calm but serious tone. I'm sorry, Dad, Jungkook mumbled in a low voice, making Jin bite his lips to control his smile. Jungkook never apologized, now seeing him apologizing to his dad for something Jungkook did but not feel guilty about it, just like a kid acting innocent in front of his parents. Namjoon sighed and looked down at his plate for continue his meal. Meanwhile, Jungkook glared at his Imagine, who is at the age of burst into laugh by the innocent look Jungkook had been giving. You better not repeat it, Jungkook. Make sure not to get into the situation that you did that made you go after those students, Namjoon said. Okay, Dad, Jungkook replied. There is a silence for a minute. Again, Dad, is that okay if I bring my boyfriend home to introduce? Jungkook was cut off by Namjoon's boyfriend. Namjoon asked, surprised, and Jungkook nodded, making Namjoon smile, forgetting the disappointing thing his son did. Is that someone from your friends? Namjoon asked. You know, they are all my bros, Dad. Never in my life. Jungkook said, making Namjoon burst into a laugh. Just kidding, Namjoon said once his laughter died. Speaking of them, Hobie called me about Yoongi saying someone. Is that true? Namjoon asked, concerned about Hobie. Hobie is Namjoon's favorite from his childhood. Has this close relation with Namjoon where he can call Namjoon anytime to rumble about his life. What do you think, Dad? Jungkook asked to know what his dad think about Yoongi and Hobie's relation. There is nothing to think of more. Those guys are in love. Hobie is just acting like a fool to get it. He needs time. Namjoon concluded, don't you think that time is needed? Already reached its limit. I'm sure Yoongi is fed up with his stupidity and decided to move on. Jin blurted into the conversation. Jin, Namjoon warned, not liking the sound of Jin's voice. What, baby? It's true, Jin said. I was like Hobie too. Did you forget? He tried for years until I accepted. Namjoon said in a changing tone. But it's not the same case, Jin said back. Of course, it's the same. What they have is the same as we have. Love is love. Jin told back. Wait, what? Jin said. What? Namjoon has nothing. Nothing. Jin brushed off, smiling like an idiot. This man went crazy. Namjoon mumbled, turning to Jungkook. So, when do you plan to bring your boyfriend home? Namjoon asked. This Sunday morning, Jungkook answered with a smile. Good. Let's wait for Sunday then. Namjoon announced. That's all? Jungkook asked, wondering his dad not asking anything more about his relationship with them. What do you mean by that's all? Do you want me to gossip about your love life, huh? Namjoon asked with a clutch. If you love him, that means there will be no way I will not like him. I want to know him by talking to him, but not by hearing from you, Jungkook. Namjoon added, making Jungkook nod. I'm sure Jin knows all about your relationship. He is always a gossip guy. Like that, father-son fell into laughter. They finished their breakfast and walked to the living room. They sat on the couch talking about random things as they still have some time to get started with their walks. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about how you met him back there, but I forget. As Jin brought up something, Namjoon asked, looking at Jungkook. Jungkook surely knows his dad will not be happy if he knows how this started. He can tell his dad about his one night stand, birthday, and all party nights. Luck is on his side. Jungkook's cell phone ring. Hey baby, Jungkook said into his phone, smiling. Hey Cookie, how did it go? Taeyang asked through the phone. Jungkook can picture him tensing up and biting his nails. It went well and stop biting your nails, Jungkook said in a warning tone, and the last part. Oh silly, how do you know? Taeyang asked in a low voice. Oh silly, how do you know? Taeyang asked in a low voice. I know every inch of you, all from in to out, Jungkook said, making three people laugh. That's when Jungkook realized he is still sitting with his dad and Emma. Carry on, Namjoon said, still smiling. Jungkook doesn't know if he should feel embarrassed or happy about his dad taking all well. I think I will go now, Jungkook said, standing up, but you still did not told me about how you met your boyfriend, Jin said, making Jungkook let him go on, son. Let's talk some other time, Namjoon said, and looking back at Jin, Jungkook bade his goodbye and walked out of the house while speaking on this phone. He is speaking with Taehyung, but his brain is working on something else. How did you meet him, son? His father's voice rang in Jungkook's ears. That night, Jungkook was drunk and on too much drunk. That night, Jungkook remembers something but still forgot about many things. Some blurry scenes from that night floated into his brain after those many days. The night Jungkook wished to remember but he could not flashback. The night he met Taehyung. Jungkook along with his three friends sitting on the pub. The dance floor was filled with disco lights and drunken bodies dancing to the music playing in the background. Jungkook never get too high but he did this time because someone mixed something in Jungkook's drink to get close to Jungkook just for a little fun. Hobie burst out into laughter seeing Jungkook getting drunk, but stopped when his eyes catch Jimin, who is dancing on the dancing floor. From the way Jimin moving his waist, jumping around, forgetting the word, it was clear Jimin is drunk. Dude, it's Jimin, right? Hobie said to his friends, pointing at Jimin on the dancing floor. Wow, that's your boy. Go get him, in her drunken self shouted. Yeah, that's look like him, Hobie, Yoongi said. I will go and get him. Looks like he came alone and he seems drunk. Hobie mumbled, standing up from the couch. They are sitting on. As Hobie stood, he saw Jimin walking out of the dancing floor towards the bathroom. Jimin, drunk, walked to the bathroom ring. Hello, Jimin said into the phone, leaning to the wall, closing his eyes. Jimin Hyung, are you okay? A worried voice said from the other side, Tete, my little bro. Jimin giggled onto the phone. Are you okay? Where are you, Hyung? Taehyung asked, concerned. I am good, but drunk. You call for? Jimin asked, leaning carefully to the wall. You got a parcel from your hometown. The delivery boy handed it to me as your door is locked, so I called to ask you, where are you? Not home yet, Taehyung asked. Taehyung came not to settle through the phone. The other reason is Jimin is close to him to speak to him without stuttering. Oops. Jimin ran into the bathroom and started throwing up. Jimin, are you okay? Taehyung asked worriedly. Jimin said in his phone after cleaning his mouth, can you do a favor to me, Tete? Jimin said, closing to fall down. I don't think I can come home by myself. Can you please come here and take me home? Jimin hugged as he begged as he is losing his conscience. Send me the location, I will come. Taehyung said firstly. He cared about Jimin more than Jimin thought. Jimin hung up and called the send the location to Taehyung just before he fell down on the floor, losing his conscience. Jimin. Hobie started rushing inside the washroom. Hey, Jimin, are you okay? Hobie said, patting his cheeks. Jimin tried to open his eyes, but he felt his eyelids are so heavy. But from the voice he is hearing, he knows it's his boss. What are you doing here? Can you walk, Hobie asked, not answering the dumb question. No, Jimin mumbled, trying to open his eyes. Hobie lifted him in bridal style and walked out to the bathroom and then out to the pub to the parking lot. In just a second, Hobie car drove off. A cab stopped, relieving Taehyung getting down from the back seat. He paid for the cab and walked inside the pub cunningly. He never came to a place like this. Then walked inside when he saw there is no guard at the entrance as they expected. He walked over to the dance floor, eyes searching for Jimin, but they did not see Jimin anywhere. Instead, he saw two guys making out on the couch, seated in front of the dancing floor. A guy sitting a little far from making out couple. Young could not help but his eyes watched the lone man attracted him. Through his darkness, they can still see how well built his body is. He is wearing a formal shirt with pants and the suit lying beside him on the couch. His heart skipped a beat when they saw the guy look up and made thanks as he did not miss the man's smirk playing on that guy's lips. When Thang looked clearly, he found it's none other than the mafia boss of Seoul. Silly Thang mumbled before turning his face to the other side, bumping onto someone. He saw a guy standing beside him with two glasses of vodka. Thang, before the man could speak or think running away, they snatched the glass from the man and gulped in one time. Yuck, Thang sounded before throwing the glass at the man beside him, who catch it with his fist. Oh, silly Jimin Hyung, Thang mumbled and took his phone out to call. After a few rings, Thang heard an unfamiliar voice. Hello? Hey, hello, hi, are you Tete? The guy asked. Jimin Hyung must have fixed his number with this name, Tete. So Thang said yes. I took your friend home. He said his keys in his he had keys in his pocket. He said before Thang could speak. Thank you, but who are you? Thang was asking. I am his boss. I had his address as he is my employee. The recent call of his phone had your number, so I thought Jimin called you to bring him home. The guy said, yeah, thank you again. Thang mumbled before hanging up the phone. When they looked up, he saw the mafia boss talking to one of the waiters. Looking at Thang, she will run through his spine by that look he is getting from the mafia boss. He decided to go back, but Thang felt dizzy out of nowhere. 2 shots of vodka can't make me drunk, Thang mumbled to himself, but he still felt dizzy. Suddenly, a waiter appeared out of nowhere. Hey, lucky guy. You catch mafia boss eyes. Come on, I know where you wanna go, the waiter said with a knowing smirk. What lucky guy? Thang was so confused to understand that what that guy is talking about. Where is exit store? Thang asked that guy, but the music in the background increased, making the word exit unhearable. The door of this room. I will take you here, there, the waiter said. What? Whose door? Thang thought. The waiter took him upstairs and opened the door at the end of the floor. Go on, the waiter said with a wink to the confused Thang, but Thang stopped when the door closed by the waiter and a body pushed Thang to the door. Oh my, Thang gasped by the sudden face when they realized what's happening. He found himself to the wooden door with his hand over his head and a leg between his thighs, a chest touching his. When Thang looked up, it's Mafia Boss. You look cuter from close and no mark, Jungkook said, kissing Thang's cheek, his tongue touching his cheek. Thang felt a shiver as Jungkook's lips touched Thang's skin. Come on, cutie, you know I did not do it with anyone ever, but today I can't control myself. Why did you do something black magic on me for tonight? Now fulfill my wish, said for the mafia boss. Jungkook mumbled, slipping his hand under Thang's shirt. His touch made the hair on Thang's neck stand. What? Thang said, shivering under his touch. You will feel so good, Andel. Although I am unexperienced in this, but I'm sure you will love it. But first, I can't wait to see your mouth work for me, Jungkook said, pressing Taehyung's waist possessively. That's when Taehyung got what's happening here. Taehyung heard how people try to get into Mafia Boss bed to be his, but now no one knows the truth, that Mafia Boss never actually did it. But Taehyung knows that is not how he is. He is not one of them who wants Mafia Boss. I don't want you to, Taehyung mumbled, making Jungkook look at him confusedly. Oh boy, I know you guys are here for this. I never give a chance to anyone. Now I am giving you the opportunity and you are denying? Jungkook said it was the fact. I am not a Taehyung cried when Jungkook started doing something to Taehyung. What are you saying? Jungkook asked once he stopped it, and I am not who you think I am, Taehyung said, trying hard not to stutter. So you don't wanna sleep with me? Jungkook asked disappointed. Taehyung nodded his head as no, strange but cute. Jungkook mumbled, thank you. Jungkook, a confused look. You are so cute, baby. Jungkook mumbled before taking his lips into his. Sleep with me, baby. Don't say no, Jungkook said in the middle of kisses. Ah, Taehyung hissed when he felt Jungkook's hand on his waist. I want you, baby. I can't take my hand off of you, even though I know you are not one of those, Jungkook mumbled, kissing Tae hard. I want to make you mine, baby, Jungkook mumbled, kissing his ear. Mine, Jungkook mumbled, kissing Tae deeply by bringing him close. Jungkook's POV, my lips on his, kissing him. His back was attached to the wooden door, which was closed. His little hand clenches on mine like his life depended on it. His right hand on my left shoulder, pressing it every time I mock his lips. He felt his left hand on right waist, clenching on my shirt. In his fist, I felt the boy struggling to breathe, so I released his lips, watching him fainting heavily. This small boy looked so cute. He stared back into my eyes while fainting. You still don't want to sleep with me? I grinned at him teasingly. My left hand is above his head, locking him there. I cupped his cheeks with my right palm. The cute boy started at the ground in response. My hand traveled from his cheek to his neck, slowly tracking his chest, and he stopped my hand at his waist. Look at me. Let my hand settle on his waist. He slowly looked up at me. I can feel his heartbeat. I let my hand settle on his waist. He slowly looked at me. I can feel his heartbeat. The cute guy is flustered red. I give a squeeze to his butt, making him cry, and as my angel clenched my shirt hard, I squeezed one more time. Ah, a cry left his lips as I gave little squeeze between my words. Ding. Oh, seems like you know who am I asked in surprise, my hands still on his, but without moving. I am not like everyone. I don't want your money, he admitted. I can see the seriousness in his words. I glanced at his response. It was my first time to listen those words. It's my first time meeting a person who doesn't want to sleep with me. He doesn't need my money. I don't know how many years I have been waiting to listen to someone like this. Listen to those words from this cutie is whole new thing. I want him. I want him make mine. This angel will be mine. He should be mine. You are adorable, baby. I kissed his forehead. I gave one more squeeze to him before backing away. He stood there, confused with a pout. I walked back to the bed, which was a few steps away. My baby is still standing there at the door. I sat on the edge of the bed, my legs parted in a relaxed way. I patted my thigh, indicating my baby came to me, but he did not move from there. Mafia boss, Jungkook, I said as he started speaking. He gave me a confused look again. He is so cute. I want to test him in all the possible way. Don't call me Mafia boss. My name is Jungkook. His eyes went wide as I told him my name. No one allowed to call Mafia boss by name. Most people don't even know the Mafia boss name. Now come here, baby. Let Cookie take you. He walked to me like a puppy reaching his owner. He sat in my lap, his legs on both sides of my waist. I felt him wanted to as me as long back already become needy. Let Cookie see your beautiful body. He watched me through his thick glasses. He is blushing. He is so good. He is shy, but still he pulled off his shirt, relieving his beauty. You are beautiful, baby. My hand on his shoulder, my thumb tracking here on his tattoo on his collarbone. I leaned forward and kissed it. Wanna make Cookie feel good? I asked, kissing his neck. I marked his neck. He cried in response. I took my baby into a breathtaking kiss, and we ended up doing it with my baby's consultation. I kissed his lips before falling beside him and pulling him his to me. He fell asleep within minutes. I slept beside my baby, staring at his sleeping face. I can't wait to talk to him when he woke up next morning. I don't know when I fall asleep, but I did. Next morning, Arthur's POV Thang woke up feeling a hand around his waist and feeling no cloth or silly. He mumbled to himself when they saw the out of cloth mafia was sleeping beside him. They is in the same situation too. They pulled himself out of mafia boss grave without waking him and wore his shorts. He was thrown somewhere in the ground. He kept glancing at Mafia Boss to see if he woke up. He is lucky Mafia Boss did not wake up. He pulled his pants up and searching for his shirt. He could not find it anywhere. When he looked back at the bed, he saw his shirt lying under Mafia Boss. So he thought it's better if he leaves his shirt than waking him up, but he could not live without a shirt, so he took Mafia Boss shirt, which is too big for his size anyway. It's not like he had another choice. He gathered his two shoes along with socks and went down to put his shoes with his back to the Mafia Boss who was sleeping on the bed. Hey baby, they heard a raspy voice from behind which made his heart stop. They did not return up behind. He took his shoes and ready to run out of the door, leaving the socks there. Baby, what? The voice stopped when Taekook made a run to the door. Within a second, he dashed out of the room with shoes in his hand, but oversized shirt and his brigade pants. Oh, silly, they heard footsteps following him until the door, but he stopped after that. That's when he realized Mafia was sleeping with no clothes. Of course, he could not run after Thay in this condition. That made Taekook smile and encouraged to run faster. He ran onto every street he saw and ended up on the highway. End of the flashback to be continued. So everyone, how was it? I hope you will love it. And now you get to know about the past, how they both ended up together. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next episode with some new twist and turn. in this story. I hope you will love it. Okay, so see you again. Bye bye. Bye.